Hey everyone, welcome back to a quick zero recommendations video. Just wanted to give you guys a couple albums here that I think are perfect tens, which are basically albums that are just, to me, perfectly crafted in their genre from start to finish. Just amazing albums. You know, they couldn't really do much better with it at all. I absolutely love these albums. I have a lot of perfect 10 albums in my collection. I probably have hundreds of them. That I could dub perfect tens, but I picked out a couple here to show you guys. Maybe you can look them up and listen to them if you're quarantined in or whatever. You know, maybe they'll give you a little something to do and some good music to listen to. So here we go. First one I'm going to show you is Last Young Renegade by All Time Low. All Time Low. A lot of you may know who they are. Kind of a punk rock, pop punk kind of band. I wasn't really into this band that much, to be honest. I kind of more recently was turned on to their music from their Satellites album, but this album came out after that, and this is just an amazing album. The whole record is just really good. 10 songs, all amazing, really. Last Young Renegade's great. Dirty Laundry, Good Times, Life of the Party is probably my favorite. Nightmares is great. Dark Side of Your Room, Afterglow, the last song is amazing. Really good album. Highly recommend this one. If you want to look it up, maybe you listen to it on YouTube, buy it on iTunes, whatever. All Time Low, Last Young Renegade. Next one is Cold War Kids, Mine Is Yours. Now this record is fantastic. I can't tell you how much I love this album. I have a lot of nostalgia for this one. Because this album actually came out when Dead Space 2 came out, and I remember playing that game and listening to this album on the day of its release, and I just fell in love with it. Cold War Kids, I've actually seen this band live. They were amazing. That's kind of what turned me on to them. I went to go see the Muse. Cold War Kids opened up, and we're like, who is this band? And they were freaking awesome, and that was before this album came out. But the sound of this album, they've never really repeated. Like they have albums since then that are kind of similar to this one, but nothing quite along the lines of how good this one is. You can see the track listing there, right from the first track. You know, gets you going, and it's amazing. Probably one of my favorite albums in terms of like drums in it. I don't know. I'm not an expert drummer or anything, but I like the drumming in this record. Just very good, very well mixed. I can't get enough of that record. I might listen to it today. Next one, maybe a bit of a surprise, but it's definitely an album I love, absolutely love. Kanye West, 808s and Heartbreak. This album is not what you expect, and you can't really make it out too well here. My lighting's not great, but this album is, I don't know how to explain it. It's got like an 80s feel to it, but it's all done with like auto tune and like kind of like, you know, like electronic sounds and all that. It's very neat. I get inspired by this album. Actually, some songs that I've written have been inspired by this record alone. So I really love it. You're not going to think it's Kanye West. He doesn't swear once in the album. There's barely any rapping. He sings a lot using the auto tune, but he uses it perfectly. And the artistic genius behind this album is just ridiculous. It's so good. I remember playing a song off this to someone recently, and I didn't tell them who it was. I just played a song, and they were like, they couldn't guess who it was, and I finally told them it was Kanye West, and they were like, what? Like, how is that Kanye West? But there's some really good tracks on here. I love the whole thing. I listen to this one quite frequently. 808s and Heartbreak. It's got a really nice sound to it. Believe me, it's not what you expect from Kanye West. Next is Dan Black's Do Not Revenge. Now this album I reviewed a long time ago on the channel, but it's worth mentioning again because it's that damn good. It's perfect pop album. Dan Black, Do Not Revenge. This album, I remember how psyched I was for when this album was coming out, and then when it dropped, I could not stop listening to it. I still listen to it all the time. It's not old, it's a few years old now, but see the track list there. My favorite probably being Below, the third track. But they're all very good. They're all different. It's got some good sounds to it. There's some slower ones, some more upbeat ones. I love the lyrics. I love his vocals, the production, just everything. This is just a very unique album. and I'm lucky to have a hard copy of this. So good. If you're looking for something to just jam out to, maybe you're sitting around working on something or whatever, I highly recommend this record. It's so good. All right, last one I'm going to show you guys real quick is a band from the UK actually called The Hours, and it's called Narcissus Road. See there? So The Hours, Narcissus Road. It's got kind of a funky cover. On the back is just that. See, London Borough of Camden. I had to order this one off Amazon a long time ago when I picked it up. This is a fantastic album. I love the UK style of music. The way they write over there is different from here in the States, and I really, really enjoy it a lot there. The lyrics on this album, there's some really beautiful songs on this one, like Back When You Were Good and Miss You. Let me see if I can get the track list. There's the track list right there. Let's see if we can kind of make that out on the inside. Alley in the Jungle, I think, was the hit off this one. Icarus is a fantastic song. Murder or Suicide, Dive In. I mean, album, like, really, really, like, it's helped me get through a lot of things, actually, this album. I tend to put this on whenever I'm feeling emotional or something, because it's, I don't know, it just helps me. So it's a great record. If you like stuff from the UK, you're going to dig this. The Hours, Narcissus Road. Go get that album. All right, guys, that's going to be it. So those are the albums. There they are. I'll probably have more stuff like this. I haven't done a recommendations video in a while, so I figured I'd do this for music, something different. So thanks for watching, everybody, and stay safe. Till next time, 0 is the number. There's the LFO poster, signed by the guys.